Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Henderson again, back to bring you, share with you another little piece of the library since you're not able to come into the library right now. This time I want to share some of our books from our biography section. We actually have two biography sections. One is our African American section, and then the other one is basically everyone else, white, Latino, Asians. So we have a very thorough assortment of books in our Black History section, and they're very easy to find because they are shelved according to the person's last name. Not to be confused like with our picture books, which are shelved according to the author's last name. The books in the biography section are shelved according to the person, and anybody who doesn't know what a biography is, it's a story of a person's life. And the only confusing part might be some of the younger singers now, they don't use their real names. We always shelve by real names, not their stage name. And a good example of that would be JayZ. And you might think that when you come in here to look for his biography that he might be in the Z's, which is just his stage name, so he's actually shelved in the C's because his last name is Carter and his real name is Sean Carter. So if you don't know that, then you probably wouldn't be able to find him, but there's always someone here to help you. We have also like his wife, Beyonce. A lot of people are looking to B's for her, but she's shelved by her last name in the K's because her last name is Knowles. And basically the only people who do that are these newer stars who are just known by one name. So you'd have to know their last name before you find a book, like Rihanna, Usher, Drake, and Prince. None of those are shelved by their first names. You'd have to know their last names in order to find their books. Now we do have some of the old school people who are still shelved by their whole name, like Pharrell Williams, Michael Jackson, and Jimi Hendrix. All these are biographies in our section, and you catch on pretty quick when you're looking for somebody. And like I said, there's always somebody here to help you. So our biographies began in the A's with Muhammad Ali. We have a lot of books on him, and they go all the way to the X's with Malcolm X. And we've got a whole list of a lot of people in between. I didn't know really where to start, so I thought I would start with some of our hometown heroes, like Garrett Morgan. He's from Cleveland. He invented the street light, in case you didn't know that and you want to read more of that. We've got a book on him. We've got Jesse Owens, a track star. He's actually from Cleveland too. Jim Brown, he was a football player. He played for 10 years, and 9 of those years he played here with the Cleveland Browns. And Halle Berry, a famous movie star, she's actually from Cleveland too. We've got Satchel Paige. He actually wasn't born in Cleveland, but he was the first Negro pitcher in the American League to be signed by a team, and it was our own Cleveland Indians. We also have a whole host of other sports figures, like two of my favorites, Odell Beckham Jr. from our own Browns, Russell Wilson. We've got two of my former favorites, Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. Got other basketball players out here. There's always Kobe. You always have a book on Kobe Bryant. Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. And we have other athletes too, like we've got Dwayne Johnson, who I guess is not really an athlete anymore. He's more like a movie star. Got a lot of famous first in the African American section too, and this is one we just got in. It's called When the Beat Was Born. This is the story of hip hop. If you ever wondered how hip hop was made, this is DJ Kool Herc It's a very interesting story of how he got all the gangs in New York to stop fighting, come breakdance crews instead of gang banging, instead of fighting crews. We've got Misty Copeland. She was the first woman to black woman to be promoted to principal dancer in the ballet's 75-year history. Then, of course, we've got Mae Jemison, the first black woman to travel into space. There are a lot of interesting firsts that a lot of people don't know about. Matthew Henson was the first black person, actually he was the first person, black or white, to first make it to the North Pole on an expedition a long time ago. This is the first African American to complete a residency in optometry, and she became a pioneer in laser surgery. Her name was Patricia Bath. We also have Charlie Seaford Hayes. Before Tiger Woods, he was a golfer. He was the first African American golfer to tour on the PGA tours. We've got Betsy Coleman, the first black woman to get a pilot license. And we have Bill Pickett, one of the first blacks to become a rodeo pioneer. And we got my favorite person, George Crumb. He is the inventor of the potato chip. He doesn't always get credit for it, but he made the first potato chip, and it was called a Saratoga chip, and that's what the name of this book is. It's called George Crumb and the Saratoga Chip. It's very interesting reading if you want to read that. And of course, we have all your favorites here. We still have all, like Rosa Parks, got a lot of books on Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, of course, Martin Luther King, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. They're all there. We got plenty of books on both of them. We've got the whole Smith family here. We've got Willow Smith, Will Smith, and Jaden Smith. Just a lot of interesting people all in between. And then this is what I want to end with, because if you don't like to read a lot, or you're reading to like maybe a little child, you know, just to get them to know their African American history, we have this whole set called My Itty Bitty Bio, and it's just really simple reading that the kids can understand. They won't get bored, and we've got a lot of famous people in this series. You know, just come get your kids familiar with hearing these names, and you'll be surprised, you know, when sometimes they go to school and their teachers ask them, you know, about black history, they'll know. Like, we got Coretta Scott King, Booker T. Washington, Harriet Tubman, Flojo. We got the ladies from Hidden Figures, all of these ladies, Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson, Shirley Ann Jackson, the first black opera singer to sing in Metropolitan Opera, Marian Anderson. Got Betsy Coleman again, and Dr. Charles Drew. So all those, and I believe we have a little bit more over there, but you know, it's a way to get your kids started with learning their black history. And you know, when they come in here for Black History Month, they won't have to only ask about Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King. So, as I always say, if you want any of these books, please give us a call. You can call and ask for the children's department. We'll be glad to take some upstairs for you. They'll be all ready for you to come pick them up. And if you have any other questions, just please give us a call. We can't wait to hear from you. Have a good day. Thank you for listening.